Good morning students, I am Purnima and once again children I am going to revise the tenses with you which we have already done, but since children it is one of the most important topic in grammar because many things are based, if you will not have a clear clarity of tenses you won't be able to do many things in grammar like active and passive voice and children this direct and indirect speech. Moreover you will not able to write the correct sentences in your answer sheets. So children, I've already done 2 tenses, okay, and once let's say have a complete quick revision of whatever we have stated in our previous video about tenses. So what is this tenses? The form of verb which shows the time of an action and its degree of completeness. So children, how the time of an action is shown? Time of action is shown by past, present and future. So here action happening now, actions happened before, actions that will happen after now. So children, this is a way, okay, where we mention the time of an action. Okay, so we mention the time of an action in 3 ways. Okay, like the action which is happening now, this is a present tense. The action which is already completed, that is a past tense, and the action which is here, that is a future tense. Okay, so this is an so the form of a verb which shows the time of an action, and the time of an action I have just written here. Okay, now degree of completeness of an action. So children, in degree of completeness of action, I told you that there are 4 types of degree of completeness of an action, like, and these 4 types are indefinite, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. So children, these are the 4 types of degree of completeness of an action. Now children, if you will take indefinite, okay, so here indefinite means children, suppose if we take present indefinite tense, so it means children an action has happened, and how we will know that action? We will know that action through the verb. Okay, suppose if we take the verb read, okay, so I read, you read, we read, or he, she, Ravi reads. Okay, I read, you read, we read, he, she, or Ravi reads. Okay, so children, you can see it here. All right, you can see it here that an action has started, but it is completed or not, this we will know from present indefinite tense, but that action has happened in the past tense. Similarly, continuous tense, that means an action is continuing at the time of speaking. Perfect means an action has happened or completed or going to be completed. Okay, and here an action started in the past and is going to complete and continued in the present. morning. Okay, and here so children, here I have taken all the four children degree of completeness of an action. So what is the tense first? The form of verb which shows the time of an action. The form of verb which shows the time of an action. How the time of an action shows? It is a work done in the present time or past time or future time. And its degree of completeness on an action. That work is completed or is still going on. Okay. So this degree of completeness of an action is shown to you by indefinite tense, continuous tense, perfect tense and perfect continuous tense. Okay children, so with this now the definition of tense is clear to you. Then children, I told you about present simple indefinite tense and present continuous tense. Now children, present continuous tense is the tense where the things continue, the action or the work, it continue at the time of speaking. Okay, and around the time of speaking. What is around the time of speaking? The action and the verb which is happening around the time of speaking. So what is around of time of speaking? Around of time of speaking is children, suppose I am learning French language. So I am not learning right now. I may be learning in Sunday, or maybe I am learning that language in the evening. That is known as around of time. Okay. So children, the uses of simple present tense is, it is used in habitual action, it is used in universal truth, it is used in general truth, it is used to ask, it is used in commentary, and it is used in children by saying the quotation. And present continuous tense, it is used, present continuous tense, it is used in children this when children, when we continue anything at the time of speaking, or when we continue, when we do that thing at the time of, around the time of speaking. So these two tenses is clear to you. I have already done sentence structure in my previous video. Okay, so today once again I am going to revise with you present perfect tenses. So children, I am going to do what I am going to do with you, present okay. So children, first of all, what is yes, one more thing. Okay, just after explaining present perfect tense, I will be telling you the difference between simple present tense and present continuous tense. Okay, so children, first of all I will be telling you the uses of present perfect tense. So present perfect tense is used, you have to note it down. First is a recently completed action. Okay, so present perfect tense is used in a recently completed action when time is not given. This is very important point, children. Okay, if time is given, then it will be, which tense it will be? It will be simple past tense. So this is very important. Present perfect tense, the first use is that a recently completed action where time is not given. This is a very important point here. Okay. And but when recent action is and when children time is mentioned, so that is converted into past indefinite tense. Okay. So like he has read the book. Remember, in perfect tense we use V3. But if I will tell he has read the book yesterday, so children this is wrong, this is right. He has read the book yesterday, because children you can see here time is given. If time is given, then the tense will not remain as present perfect tense, it will become simple past tense. So children, he read, here B2, the book yesterday. So children, first point is there. My first point related with present perfect tense is a recently completed action. A recently completed action. Okay. And if the time is given, if the time will be there, children, time doesn't mean 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, it may be last year, last week, okay, or yesterday. If time is given, then children, which tense it will be? It will be simple past tense. And if time is not given, and if that action is completed, then it will be present perfect tense. And in present perfect tense, we always use has or have plus third form of the verb. Now, so children, a past experience. Now, present perfect tense is also used with past experience, like he has seen Taj. Okay, that work is completed. Okay, and so children, a past experience, especially with once, twice, before, ever, etc. What do you mean by especially with once, twice, before? Like children, here he had seen Taj. So before he has seen Taj, or he has seen Taj once, or he has seen Taj twice. Okay, so it is understood. It is not written, but it is understood like that. Okay. Now children, some of the words are there. When they are present in those sentences, then in 90% cases it is present perfect tense, and those words are already, yet, as yet, so far. Okay, already, yet, as yet, so far, recently, just now. So children, these are some of the words. If they are present in the sentence, in 99%, the sentence will become present perfect tense, like he has already and the verb here is complete. So the here already is there, so it means it is the which tense we will use is here present perfect tense, and in perfect tense we use has plus third form of the verb. Has is already written here, and here we will write the third form of the verb completed. So children, just remember, if already, yet, as yet, so far, recently, just now, okay, this type of words will be there, then the tense will automatically be present perfect tense. Like we can take one more example of yet. She has yet So children, this is the case of present perfect tense. Okay, now we will take sentence structure. sentence structure of present perfect tense. Positive sentence. So subject plus have, has oblique have plus V3 plus object. So this is the sentence structure of the positive sentence. Okay, subject plus has oblique have plus V3 plus object. Okay, so here we can see the subject is I have taken the money. This is the object, have plus V3, this is the subject. You have gone to the subject he has read the book. Object okay. So I've taken the money, have plus V3, you have gone to the market, he has read the book. Okay, so this is there. Okay, this is the sentence structure of present perfect tense of positive sentences. Now I will be doing the sentence structure of negative sentences. Okay, we will be doing the sentence structure of negative sentence. So we all know that in negative sentence we have no or not. Negative sentences. So what is the sentence structure of negative sentence? Subject plus have oblique has, so children, one thing is there which I think you should all note it. Has is used with third person singular number and have is used with first person, second person and third person plural number. So once again I repeat, has is used with third person singular number and have is used with first person, second person and third person plural number. So children, this is the negative sentences and you can see with the subject we can write he has not done his work. They have not taken the books. So children, you can see this is negative. These are all negative sentences. Okay. So now children, I will be telling you about the sentence structure of interrogative sentences. Sentence structure of interrogative sentence. Alright. So sentence structure of negative sentence is have oblique has, have oblique has plus subject have the visited house, has Seema loved her mother. Okay. So children, it is you can see the sentence structure of interrogative sentences. Okay, and all the three sentence structure I've discussed, and now children I will be telling you about present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense. So uses present continuous, present perfect continuous tense. See the contrary meanings here. Present perfect. Perfect means completed and continuous means not completed. Not completed, it is still continuing. So what do you mean by present perfect continuous tense? What should be the uses? An action that is started in the past and it is still going on. The action which is started in the past and it is still going on. That is present perfect continuous tense. Okay. So like Harry has been living in Goa for 15 years. Harry has been living in Goa for 15 years. So children, the action has started in the past and it is still continuing. Okay. But before that children, I will be telling you about two things which is very necessary. Okay, so one is since and other is for. Since is used for point of time and for is used for period of time. This both you have to note it. Since is used for point of time and for is used for period of time. Children, point of time is almost the exact time. What is point of time? Point of time is almost the exact time. And period of time is like children, this is Harry has been living in Goa for 15 years. So this is period of time. Okay. So point of time and period of time, as you can see. So and children, now I will be telling you about the sentence structure. There is only one uses of this tense. That what is the use? That the action has started in the past and it is still continuing. Okay. Now children, I will be telling you about the sentence structure of present perfect continuous tense, and first I will be starting with the affirmative sentence. Affirmative sentences. So children, it is subject plus has oblique have plus being plus V1 plus ing plus since, for and object. Subject. Okay, what is, we can take any subject here. Okay, suppose we take the subject morning time is the children, almost is the exact time. We know what is the morning time, from 5 o'clock to 11, okay, or 11:30. Then they have been sitting at the bus stop for 4 hours. So, alright, they have been sitting at the bus stop for 4 hours. So you can see they is the subject here. Have been sitting is children here. This is present perfect continuous tense. Okay, the sentence shows that this is a present perfect continuous tense. Now, negative sentences we will take. So children, they have not been going to the market since last month. Okay. And then finally children, I will be writing the sentence structure of interrogative sentence. Interrogative. So, plus been plus V1 plus ing plus since or for plus object. Okay, so one more, we can take any subject here. Have you been doing since 5 o'clock? Since have you been, it's a reading. Okay, so this is interrogative sentence, and I've told you the uses of present perfect continuous tense and present perfect. Children, present perfect continuous tense and present perfect, then a present perfect tense. So children, with this I end my video here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. In my next video I will be telling you, I will be continuing the same topic of the tenses.